Awesome. Well, now, along those lines, what about the Yellow Brick Road? You know, I guess you saw the set piece with it. It looks like it just goes on and on and on.
Uh-huh.
And I guess I'm sure that whole set was just fabulous.
It was just beautiful. And I mean, it was amazing.
And how big was it, the set?
Well, I call it the warehouse because, you know, in these big buildings, they have all their, you know, material stored in them. And that's what I say. They call it stage.
Right.
But we were on stage 27.
Wow.
And this was, well, the others had their own. They had other stages. But Munchkin Land was on stage 27. And it was like rehearsing for a play. That's what I thought. And this big warehouse. And we'd come in every morning and we'd go where we had to go to for our rehearsals. Mm-hmm. Then after we rehearsed, then we would have to learn our dance step. And I used to show off with the dance step, but I'm getting younger, so I can't do it.
Well, we've seen you move here in the last few days. You've got a lot of steps left in you. There's no doubt of that. But the set itself, it just looks like it goes on and on. It's spectacular.
It's beautiful.
Well, what a treat! And one of my biggest favorite films is The Wizard of Oz.
Uh-huh.
It's just such a privilege to have you here.
Well, it's such a privilege to be here. But you know, I want to tell you, everyone was so afraid of the witch.
Oh, yeah.
Well, after I tell everybody, after all, Halloween, you dress in costumes and you get dressed up and everything. Well, the witch was playing her part. But before she got to be the witch, you know what her job was? Kindergarten school teacher.
Kindergarten teacher.
Kindergarten school teacher. And when I say that, everybody yells, oh, they get so excited.
I'm not sure I'd want, let's see, let's learn those ABCs, my pretty, or I'll get you.
Yeah. And did you ever know how they got the word Oz?
No, I can't think. I'm going to guess like the abbreviation of ounce or something. I don't know.
Well, that's what I thought.
Right.
But if you'll notice, you know these file boxes,
I've heard this story. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they got drawers, and then A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and at the bottom, it's got O, Z.
O to Z.
Uh-huh. And that's where L. Frank Baum, that wrote the book, got the idea of Oz.
Wow. Margaret. Well, is there anything else before we wrap up here that you can think of as far as a favorite memory or something? When you think of the Wizard of Oz, what do you think of?
That I was so lucky that I was at the right place at the right time, that I got to be in the Wizard of Oz. But also, Judy Garland, that Christmas, they gave her own private dressing room on wheels.
Oh, wow.
And she let all the Munchkin pass through and see her dressing room. And they had a big stack of 8 by 10 pictures. And as we went through them, she gave each and every one of us a picture. And it says, mine says, to Margaret from your pal, Judy. And I still have it today.
Well, I guess so. Wow.
And it's, and that was like a Christmas present.
As that just sends chills up you to think of that. Well, but you know what? I would say she should have had the same chills if she got a picture from you, because you are just a treasure. And what a wonderful treat it's been for you to come to Cape Girardeau.
Well, I just love Cape Girardeau, and said, Judy's always saying I want to go home, but now that I saw Cape Girardeau and I met all the nice people and all the fans and everything, I don't know if I want to go home.
Well, we'll take you back anytime. How about
and
that?
I love it. You have a beautiful town here. And Mr. Mike Doomey, he did a beautiful job putting on the production, The Wizard of Oz. And the cast members, they all did a wonderful job.
Wow. Well, that is about as high a praise as I could ever hope to get. I appreciate that, Margaret, more than you'll ever know.
I've seen a lot of them, and
Wow.
I toured the country, but this was very, very nice.
Thank you so much for those kind words. And one of the things, Margaret, that everyone here is asking is, in the film, The Wizard of Oz, if they're viewing it, how can they pick you out?
Well, in the Munchkin scene, we all jump out, but if you'll notice that on the, looking, the left side, the little man comes up out of the manhole and walks across the stage, and there's a little fella that jumps out with a long pointed hat, and he says, and oh, what happened was this. Well, looking at the movie, I'm on the left side.
Okay, great. So if this is the camera and you're...
Yeah, looking out. Yeah, from
Gotcha.
that. But with the camera, I'd be on the right. But I'm on the left side, and I have a white apron on, and the flower pot hat, and then we go like this, and we go like this, and we grab arms, and we go dancing in a circle.
Sky, she fell very far, and Kansas, she says, is the name of the star.
Kansas, she says, is the name of the star.
She brings you good news.
So that's right in the very front row. Everybody says, gee, you got a good spot. You're in the front row. I said, I stood where they told me to.
When you're cute, you're cute. That's all I got to say. That's it.
And then up in the nest, when we wake up, you sleepyhead, well, we all start, right? Well, I was the second one up, and going around like that, my back is to you. You don't see my face.
But you're the second one to pop up from the nest.
Uh-huh.
Sing down the wicked witch's bed. Wake up, you sleepyhead, rub your eyes, get out of bed. Wake up, the wicked witch's bed. She's coming where the goblins go.
I just, like I said, folks, she's part of history, Americana, right here sitting beside me, and it's been such a treat to have our good friend.
My family's
Margaret Pellagrini.
growing.
You
My
said that.
family keeps growing
right here,
and
you've
growing.
got lots of family
So,
right here in
yeah.
Cape, no doubt of that.
Yeah, and
Come back,
your
please.
wife is wonderful.
I think
She
so.
has, she has just, helped me out and been with me and
Great.
took me here and took me there. So your wife did a wonderful job.
I appreciate that.
Betsy is wonderful.
Okay. Did you
Okay.
hear that, honey? Okay. I didn't even have to pay
It's-
her, did I? I didn't have to pay you to say that. No. Thank you again, Margaret. You've just been a delight. And we
Thank
can
you
never
so
thank
much
you
for
enough.
having me.
It's been a pleasure.
And I really enjoyed it.